Getting the skis all done, ready to go. Motor's rebuilt. All we're doing is waiting on a pump that I lent to apparently my good friend Jack Ziegler. It used to sit right here, and now it's sitting in his Tiger Craft, and he refuses to send it to me. Don't loan stuff to Jack Ziegler. Moral of the story, he'll get you.
How should we start out this video? I don't know. What's up, guys? We got the YouTube channel here. Jet ski stuff. I don't know. That'd probably be terrible.
That would work.
So, check it out. We're gonna do some jet ski stuff. Let's do all kinds of jet skis. Aftermarket jet skis, super jets, and probably no Kawasaki's. This is a chicken,
No
perhaps.
Kawasaki.
Probably no Kawasaki's, but we got all kinds of fun skis. We got a lot of skis that go through. I'll show you all of my skis. We'll do some build vlogs. We'll do some how-tos. If you got any requests, let us know. And I got my entourage of friends. I'll try to whore out them. Actually, never mind. I shouldn't swear during these videos, but
Fuck it.
we'll have a R section. But
Jack Ziegler, I'm guessing.
where you at, Loki?
Loki's just loving life. Come on, man, pet me. Loki wants to ride jet skis.
So what have you done with your helium here?
Just fixing broken stuff. We got, I don't know, I got a mid shaft to replace, a new pump going in it.
What'd you do with the mid shaft?
It's just everything breaks.
Bearings or what?
Yeah, it's just got some play in it. It's not bad, but enough that it's worth looking into.
What's with the mid shaft shortage of 2020?
Apparently the Yamaha's not like making housings right now, so for some reason me and Kirk ordered like 5 back in August, and we're like living like kings. I got 3 brand new, but then
Oh, did you get some?
we got
I
yeah, I got 3. But then we did a carbon repair on the side here. There's a big crack in it. So we wet laid some carbon Kevlar in the crack, and then we just carboned over it to kind of make it look decent. I mean, we'll be competing this year, so I'm just gonna break the thing a bunch, so whatever. Doesn't have to be pretty. But
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw the Tiger Craft post. It said had mid shaft housings. It said, "If you know, you know."
yeah. I got 3, so I just out of some miracle we ordered them before there was a crisis.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta repolish my pipe. Trade secret, chrome adds horsepower.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, just some little stuff we got to do to this. Just tinker. Try to make stuff a little better.
What are you doing to Brian's ski?
Brian Ski is going from a well-running stock stroke 900 to a legit amateur legal competition ski.
Nice.
So we're gonna get a 155 Scat 2-piece. We got his 900RR. We're gonna run Extreme 50s on it,
Damn.
and then we got a couple other little nuances we gotta do, but it should be a fairly simple build, minus the stupid rear tanks that make everything a pain in the ass.
Do you not like them just because
It's just a pain in the ass to build.
it's more of a you need a mid shaft spacer?
I kind of think with Brian's extra power, a little weight up front wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, I think You know, I heard the rear tank and the spacers help get more weight forward, which helps with height
Yeah.
rather than just
Yeah.
Flipping.
Keep your weight forward. You can kind of the longer the pump stays in the water, so the straighter it comes off the setup weight, the more height you'll get. It'll kind of balance out the ski. You get too short, too back heavy, it'll just try to roll back right away. You won't be able to get much height. You'll spin faster.
Yeah. How you gonna mount that total loss plate in there?
That will epoxy in some new brackets on the side here. We're gonna knock off all these ones and repair it, and then we'll just put some new brackets in so we can get a badass. This is a super badass MSD setup.
Oh, I know. Whoever sold him that.
Yeah, idiot. What an idiot. So yeah, we'll actually do a side mount on this total loss setup right here. Kind of tuck it up in the back, off to the side. So yeah, we'll just make our own little mounting brackets for it and stuff that in there.
Look real good.
Yeah, I think we're actually gonna wait. We'll wait until we get the motor and pipe in and stuff and see what kind of area or how much space we got to stuff everything in there, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna mount it. That's the hardest part. You gotta dry fit build a ski before you actually build the ski. Otherwise you'll screw yourself.
Build it, rebuild it, figure out what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, I always build my ski from the pump all the way to the exhaust, and then I tear everything out and put it back together just to make sure everything will fit right.
Surprised there's a limiting rope on this. Or is that for doing the no footers?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just a limiting strap. He probably doesn't need one. I don't know. Brian's old school. Super jet stuff. Poles grenading. I guess my old Super Jet's pole shattered. Just kind of no surprise.
The pole broke?
Yeah.
That one? Or
No, my old one.
Oh, okay.
The fiberglass pole shattered. And Krasky's old ski, that one shattered too. But yeah, this one should rip. I'm pretty excited to run this next year, especially once we get it tuned in.
So crazy. Oh, that paint job. Sweet. What do you think? Whoa.
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
Build log. I build up the kitty craft. That's pretty nice.
I think that'd be a sweet build. I think you got an extra big motor, you should throw a big motor in here.
A TPU 1034 that just sent out for rebuild 2 years ago.
You get it back?
No, but Eric says he's gonna send it to me.
Why don't, yeah, throw that thing in here.
It's looking like a heavy ski. It's,
I don't know, it might be sweet for boats.
oh, it probably would be.
I mean, we might be able to. I don't know how. I've seen all those posts about everyone saying how like.
This is set up for a 155 too, so.
Yeah,
I've got another pump.
That's a 155 pump shoe.
Yeah. Does it look like it?
I'd have to measure it. The old eye don't serve me too good on those.
I don't know. 155s just look normal to me. When I see a 144, it looks tiny.
Yeah, I suppose I don't even have. Oh yeah, I do. Super good, but it's not in its. But I don't know. I think a big motor. Oh, dude, the stock stroker. Oh wait, what's the stock stroke going to do?
I was thinking about maybe putting in a new edge.
Oh, do that. That'd be sweet in the edge. Or do the 1015 in the edge.
It's new and nice.
Do the 1015 in the edge and do the stock stroke 9 in here. Because that stock stroke 9 should be a pretty safe, reliable motor, and you're getting like 5 sets of pistons with it, so you can put new pistons in it every year.
I think that, and there's like 4 more or 2 more sets that Phil has too, apparently.
Yeah. So that thing should be able to take some abuse, eat some water and everything else with a stock crank in it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, do Zealtronics like he's got it set up. Are you buying the whole setup from him?
I don't know. I guess I probably should. He's got total loss on there, huh?
Yeah, we could revert it back to do a charging Zealtronics on it. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be
Yeah, I think charging Zealtronic is
the shit.
on an edge, yeah.
Do a stock stroke 900 charging Zealtronics. That'd be pretty sweet. And then Brian's got the prop and everything for it.
Yeah. The paint is pretty good. Dusty paint this?
He had it painted. I'm not sure exactly who painted it, but I guess the guy's painted like 3 or 4 Dusty skis.
Yeah, they look good. I really like that white one with the blue tint to it. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Corey Murray's, I think.
Yeah. So this one, I thought about painting this one this year, and I was gonna do like a slightly off-white, but still really bright, with a shitload of flake, and then just a Raging American graphic in it. I thought that'd been pretty sweet, but
Yeah.
I was like, this thing's just gonna get the shit kicked out of it this year. Like, I'm not gonna spend $1,500 on paint just to destroy it. So we'll run it this year and beat the hell out of it, and then I'll probably paint it next year. That'll probably work out pretty good.
To be honest with you, it looks super good here. But out in the water, it looks really dark. And it's hard to see
all the flake and stuff in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see a lot more of the flake when it's a little not quite as bright. And I suppose it's
cool here.
It's a green flake, so it doesn't stand out as strong. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sweet color. Very unique green.
Very like pickle almost.
Yeah, dark. It's like a dark pickle green. A sparkly pickle.
Man, that has got some foam under there.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about just cutting that out just to kind of save the weight, but I don't know, man. There's how light I need to go, or how light I should go. Did like a rough scratch with the 180, and then now I'm just gonna kind of.
Yeah, so those pictures, you found pretty convenient with just the sizing of all the different.
Yeah, and they got all the different. Yeah, they just got all the different sanding sizes in them, and it comes with the polish and the buffer wheel, and it's just.
It gets the right time to it.
Yeah, that's perfect. It just makes it. I don't know. It's easy, and then I don't have to worry about ordering more shit. I just burn up the kit and throw it away, and
Yeah.
it's kind of nice too. Like this one, the helium and this one have like some thick ass paint. So if I do get a little too overzealous, it'll always buff. Yeah, this is, like I said, just the original, like the base build up, and then we'll go through and we'll do that black.
So do you plan on adding any more material there?
I think I'll just get that with that epoxy. I mean, that's like less than an eighth. I'll just lay the epoxy over, and then I'll just kind of form it with the epoxy.
This is the epoxy polish.
I mean, I probably like gouged out and added like over a 1/4 inch of carbon in here. So there's like a good 1/4 inch of solid carbon. And then I wet laid the inside as well, so that'll have good carbon on the crack. So I mean, as far as the crack's concerned, it's it's all the way through the crack, but so I think just adding that blackened epoxy over it should be plenty fine. They said these noses are super thick. Like, I was like amazed at how thick they are.
You think they just have fiberglass in the nose there? Or?
I think so. I don't know. Like I said, I was grinding on it, and I got to see there's fiberglass in there, and I was like, what the fuck?
Does fiberglass add like hardness over carbon or something? Like, is it more solid or?
No, it's more flexible. Like, so carbon's kind of like aluminum, where it's stiffer and stronger, but it doesn't like to be flexed, so it'll crack really easy. Whereas fiberglass is more malleable, so it'll flex a lot more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're kind of, it's just like, I don't know. The easiest way to compare it is steel to aluminum. Like, steel will take so much more abuse, you know, but aluminum's lighter, so it's like kind of the same with carbon and fiberglass ish.
Yeah.
Or that's like, I don't know, a reasonable analogy, I guess. I can't imagine like actually painting shit. Like the little repairs are kind of whatever, but having to like go through and sand and like the whole entire fucking jet ski and make it just perfect to paint it, like fuck, my god.
Jet ski video.
Yeah, and it's nice with the 3M kit too, like, you can kind of, like I said, you kind of coarse grind it with and then you have so many different, like, grits, you can just slowly, you know, get to finer grits and, like, kind of work it down, and without having to be so worried about scratching the paint really bad or scuffing it. So yeah, that's kind of the game plan here, is I'm going to try to get Brian's ski all sanded up, and then I'll get that blackened epoxy on there, and then let that cure, and then while I'm letting that cure, I can go ahead and start working on my hood again. I'm getting my ski dialed in, and then hopefully I can get a vac on your ski. Tonight, and then over the evening, let that cure. Is that working? It's getting pretty close. Yeah, it's kind of nice with the different sanding wheels. You can just slowly take everything down and kind of get it rounded out again. Like an hour ago, I was like, God, I kind of think this should have a beer.
Well, people love dogs on videos.
Oh yeah. Loki, would you like some Busch Light?
So what do you got there, Kevin?
Busch Light.
And
This is Loki. No, we just mixed up some thickened epoxy and blackened it. The only intent with this is this is like a temporary fix for the XFS here, so we're just gonna lay it over our carbon repair that's already been done. Just basically cosmetically repair it and use it as a filler all in one. So just kind of a quick, easy way to patch it and fill it in, kind of Bondo and paint all in one. So just to get this thing back on the water without spending a ton of time doing paint and stuff.
do you have to wait a certain amount of time for that to cure before you apply it?
No, not really. You basically your biggest thing is you just want to thoroughly mix it. So each container, I'll say your pot time. So you got 25 minutes with this before shit's gonna start getting wild. So you just want to make sure you're applying it before then, but you want to spend plenty of time making sure it's like thoroughly mixed. That's kind of one of the biggest issues is if you don't mix your epoxy, your hardener and your resin well enough, you're gonna have some serious issues with adhesion, weak spots.
Did you add some kind of other material to it? Did I notice?
Yeah, this I put thickener in, which is not really recommended. Thickener really cuts into the strength of the epoxy, but it also turns it into basically like a toothpaste. So, like I said, this is just strictly a cosmetic, basically a Bondo that we made to lay over our already repair. So this is just basically just to even it out, make it look somewhat decent, get it back on the water is all we're doing. So not really a structural component to it at all. You can lay that on there. Epoxy Bondo. And then we'll just sand this down and shape it back to the shape of the ski again. And like I said, it should just make it for a quick, easy repair. In the future, if we want, we can go through and actually paint it.
What's the cure time on this before you can do all that? You let it go overnight, pretty much, or?
Yeah, just overnight, basically. I think you can work it in 8 hours, but basically just overnight. I'll let it set and then I'll pull the tape, just so the tape doesn't stick. Yep, just a poor man's fancy jet ski repair. That should work. Stop knocking it off the nose here. I just don't want to fucking sand forever.
That's like great for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll actually pull the tape off, let it cure, retape it, and then I'll sand it all out. Voila! Should be good enough. On to the next one.
Cool.
Just pack this into this crack here, sand it out. I don't know.
What are you gonna do to this one?
This one we got apparently had a little surf incident, cracked it up here. Crack's actually pretty deep, so we're gonna actually gouge this all the way out, get this crack all the way through. We'll backlay it on the inside, and then actually kind of a controversial repair we're gonna do on this one. I'm gonna use carbon Kevlar and Kevlar to repair this fiberglass hull, which I'm sure a lot of people are gonna tell me I'm an idiot for, but you know, you gotta try things sometime.
Send it.
You gotta send it, and the carbon fiber repair is gonna look way better, especially in an open visual, not painting it application. So, yep, gouge that out. We'll pack it back full of carbon fiber, and vac bag it, sand it smooth, and she'll be back on the water.
Yeah, like the crack does go back.
Yeah, probably way over there.
Yeah.
For that, I might. You know what? Wouldn't be a bad idea. For that inside one, I could blacken the epoxy and vac bag some carbon Kevlar on the inside to hold that crack, and then I'll fix a smaller portion on the outside. So that carbon Kevlar should keep it from letting that crack continue on, and then I'll gouge out and repair the through crack. That might not be a bad idea.
I like it. You get some new hardware here. Rusty.
Salt water.
Need to get the kind of pin for that too. This ski is sweet though. I like it.
I think it's badass. I think it's. I think it's a sweet, sweet, sweet haul.
Little TLC and you're good to go.
And Kirk's favorite thing ever is the historic value.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's your buddy like that XFS versus his what do you have before that? Was he on a
Talking about
XFR?
Eric?
Eric.
Oh yeah, he likes it. He has an Edge in that XFS, so.
That first one he had was an Edge?
Mm-hmm.
I rode that thing. Oh man, I don't know if
What are you talking about? Eric Swanson?
Yeah. Was that an Edge?
Yeah, green and white.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fly water flip them. I remember he asked me if I could try to fly water flip it, and I rode it for a little bit, and I'm like, this is a real weird hull to try to do fly water stuff on.
Yeah.
I didn't see you guys.
Are you sure? It's low calories, gluten free, boss. Healthy. I know you guys are healthy over there.
That about does it for this week's episode. Try to do these on some kind of a regular basis and talk about something, but that's episode 1. Here's Lee Stone skis down in Daytona at Lake Diaz. It was a great time down there. I'd recommend it highly. Hey, check back for future videos. Appreciate it.